I went through the most catastrophic hurricane in U.S. history. My parents waking me up in the middle of the night.
This is a very serious storm. This is definitely a scary situation.
Sustained winds are 140 miles per hour.
I was 11 years old. I can remember Andrew like it was yesterday. Both of my sisters, myself, and my 6-month-old nephew were in a closet praying, actually thinking that this was going to be our last prayers.
South Florida is one of the most vulnerable areas to climate and weather disasters in America. Health professionals and early learning centers play an important role in recognizing stress and promoting resilience in children. In order to protect the emotional and psychological well-being of children, we must also know when it is safe for children to return to areas affected by natural disasters. Parents, teachers, and childcare workers play a critical role in ensuring children are brought into a safe environment after a natural disaster.
It is our responsibility as pediatricians to prepare the families for the psychological and emotional trauma of hurricanes. It is difficult for parents to associate those symptoms with the storm because it expresses itself very differently in children versus in the adults, but also each child may express it differently within the family. So most commonly what we see usually in the younger children is crying, irritability, but also we certainly see poor appetite, we can see problems sleeping, nail biting, depression. You're awesome, give me 5. Yes! All right, awesome. Okay.
In order to address the emotional and psychological needs of children, we must first protect them from physical and environmental hazards that occur post-disaster. The first step in protecting children is ensuring they are brought back to a safe environment.
There's a couple of points that we go over with the parents post-hurricane. First of all, try to not involve their children in cleaning the housing. It's important because there's a lot of molds in the environment. The second is to keep them safe because the outdoor has a lot of mosquitoes, has a lot of debris, so that's an important part. Making sure that they're drinking only bottled water because children, when they get diarrhea and vomiting, are actually more susceptible to dehydration than the adult.
Muy bien. ¿Quieres más? ¿Quieres más? Ven.
Adverse childhood experiences can affect us well into adulthood. It is important to support resilience, the ability for children to cope, recover, or adapt from physical and psychological stress after a natural disaster.
The first thing my mother asked me after the storm was, "How do you feel about this?" Because I didn't know how to articulate what to say, but my parents always kept me aware. That simple question of how do you feel before, during, and after is wonders. It really would help kids because it allows kids to talk out their emotions and possibly their fears.
Children need a safe and nurturing environment to return to after a hurricane, such as childcare centers and schools, while parents are involved in cleanup efforts, finding suitable living spaces, working, or seeking employment.
Children are a sponge that they get everything, good or bad, from their family. And then if the family are sad or are losing job or are losing houses, they're gonna be sad. And then that's gonna reflect in the child. And that's why we came the second home, because we were able to offer a second place to take care of them, to show them love while the parents were looking for a job. We play a lot with the children, and play is very important because you take them out there however they feel. If they're sad and if they like the music, they're down with you. If they're happy, they will be more happy. call us and we were able to give the parents training to know what to do, and we are here for them, for the children, for the parents, for the community.
I think that preparing for the hurricane season is absolutely something that we should talk about. What should we expect and what are the tools?
There's so much information on emotional and mental health, specifically for children, that the community can take advantage of. Awareness is key. Something that was so devastating, it actually brought out that community involvement piece, which is something I never forget.
While it may be impossible to prevent storms and disasters, we can help children cope more effectively by preparing families before the storm, recognizing the early signs of emotional distress, and connecting families to resources right away. Developing resilience is key to adapting and thriving in our changing environment. The Pediatric Environmental Health Specialty Units are here to help. For more information on how to prepare your community, please visit PACU.net.